Let's talk a little bit about dating and finding that person you want to have a serious relationship with, not just casual dating or kind of searching around a little bit, but someone you really want to have a serious relationship with, possibly marry. And then I'll kind of tie everything in with manifesting and self identity and creating in that topic. So recently I watched a video by Jack Morgan, RLP. That's the name of his channel. And he was reacting to some videos about men kind of giving up on serious relationships and finding their significant other. And again, not just dating necessarily, but these are people really looking for something real, significant other. And it could be a woman looking for a man, man looking for a woman, or any of that. But in this particular case, it was more focused on men kind of giving up on the dating scene. And so one thing that stood out to me, and this is why I'm making the video, is that a lot of what was being talked about was on the outside. It was about societal conditions, how men are acting, how women are acting, um, even like the economy and just the whole culture. So everything was like facing outward. And so I felt compelled to make a video about it because I think it ties into what we're talking about on this channel. And I'll just use an analogy. So if you wanted to attract a hummingbird, would you make yourself look like a brick? Would you kind of put on a disguise and make yourself look like a brick? Or would you make yourself look like a flower? I mean, the answer is obvious. You'd make yourself look like a flower. And so instead of looking outward, you want to make yourself attractive to what you're looking for. And so, in the analogy, if you're looking for a hummingbird, you want to become what attracts what you're looking for. You don't want to just go searching for what you're looking for and not pay attention to what's inside. So, before I met my wife, like a lot of people, I dated and had successes, had failures, etc., but didn't really find that one person who I was interested in until I realized that instead of looking here, do you look at the grocery store or church, online, where's a good place to meet, at the club, all these different places, I just stopped. I just gave up and I said, basically kind of in the first few videos, who am I? Who am I? What am I attracting and why am I attracting it? Why haven't I met the person who I have that connection with? And it was because I wasn't the person who was going to attract that person. That wasn't me. And so I wasn't attracting the right people. It's not that there was anything wrong with them, it just wasn't a fit. And so I just stopped. I gave up and I started to look inward. Again, it goes back to the same thing. I looked inward. Who am I? What do I want to be? What do I want to project? Start with that. And once I did that, I think I met my wife in probably like a month or two after I really felt like I was comfortable in my own skin. I was not looking and I just felt good. I had a good vibe. Um, and she did too. We talked about it afterwards and she had kind of given up and she was just kind of okay with her life and okay with where she was. And neither of us were quote unquote looking. And we were actually set up on a blind date. And so there was no way to predict that would happen. I wasn't going out to look. She was invited along. So it was like a friend, a mutual friend who introduced us and kind of almost surprised us. And so I watched this video on his channel. It was a good video. But what stood out to me, just from my perspective and what I've been through, is that people who aren't married yet, who are just keep finding the wrong people, are not focused on the right thing. They're looking out. Everything is outward. What can I change here? Where can I go to meet? And that's just going to lead to frustration in my experience. And so now put yourself in the position of a single person, right? You're still looking. What do you want to do? Do you want to attract people who are not right for you? If you keep getting people who are not right for you, look inward, not outward. It's not their fault. It's not society's fault. It's not a sign of the times. You can meet someone if you're putting out the right vibe. You will attract the right person. I promise you, you will. It will happen. And so, how does this tie in with, the manifesting idea and creating a new identity? It all comes from the same place. It all comes from within. It starts on the inside, not the outside. I was trained to fix the outside first. Look outside. Life can happen to you. Things should be, things are unpredictable. You have to work hard. You have to make your way in a unpredictable world, and life can be scary. All these concepts that we're taught when we're young, instead of looking inward. And if you get all the inward things right, it's not magic. This is just how the world works. This is just how reality works. It's not New Age. You can look across religions, any major religion. If you look deeply enough within it, it will talk about how to create a reality that you want from within. Not worshiping the world, not looking outward and saying, what do I have to do to manipulate the world to get what I want? It's not about that at all. And so this is just one example. Dating, finding your significant other, finding connections with people. This can work even with friends. And then you expand out. It can work with a job. It can work with stocks. Why do I keep picking the wrong stock? Every time I buy a stock, it immediately reverses and goes down, even though I thought it was awesome. It's good stock. Everybody else wins except for me because I bought the stock. It doesn't work like that. It does because you believe it. There's an internal belief working there, and you make it happen subconsciously. You're not consciously like, I want to lose money. I don't want to meet the right person. I want to get a job that doesn't make me feel fulfilled. These are subconscious patterns that we've been taught that we need to manipulate and fix the outside world instead of what's inside. So I'm going to put a link to Jack Morgan's channel in the description so that he gets credit for kind of inspiring this little talk. But think about that analogy. You want to attract a hummingbird. What are you going to be? Are you going to be a brick? Are you going to be a car? I think you get it. You want to be what is attractive to that thing that you desire, right? And the other part of that too, I didn't mention this earlier, when you get yourself straight, you'll also find yourself attracted to a certain kind of vibe in another person that's matching you. Also, it's not just one way. It's not like they're attracted to you and you're like, oh, it's all right. It's a back and forth thing. You'll start to see like, wow, like our vibrations are matching. Doesn't mean you have to be identical people, but it's like it goes back and forth. It's symbiotic. It works together. It feeds on each other. You just have a natural kind of vibe together. It's like you go out on a first date and you're not even aware of the time. There wasn't any awkward silence. It was just like everything just flowed. It just felt natural. You didn't worry about calling. You didn't worry about texting or emailing or anything like that. Like, oh, what do I say? What do I do? It was just natural. And again, that can happen with other things. The reason I'm talking about it is not because I want to be a dating channel, but because once you get these core ideas about where things are created, it spreads out through your entire life. It goes throughout everything and it feeds on itself. So I just want to make that that quick video about that because I know that I do see a lot of these reaction videos, and I do see a lot of frustration about dating, about the economy. I can't afford a house. Inflation is bad. And I'm not saying these things aren't real, but it's your reaction to all these things and how you go about addressing them that is the absolute most important part. And a common theme in all these reaction videos I see is, again, I'm repeating myself, but you have to get these kind of ideas to be repetitive in your head, to go against your training, what we've all been taught. You have to just keep repeating it comes from within. Everything starts from within. And once you start to get that right, you will see like waves of things change in your life, and you won't even really know how it happened. It'll almost feel too easy. And sometimes you'll get scared because you're like, why was that so easy? I feel like it might be taken away from me because that was too easy. Okay? So watch some of these videos. Go to Jack Morgan's channel and watch some of these reaction videos, and then apply these ideas and see what it feels like to watch them thinking about these ideas versus not, versus trying to fix the outside. And then comment below. Tell me what you think. If you think I'm wrong, be honest and tell me, no, that's not how it works. That hasn't worked for me. Tell me what you think, why you think it didn't work, and we can have a discussion. This shouldn't be a one-way discussion where I just tell you how it is. I would love to hear back and forth about what works, what doesn't, and yeah, I'll leave it there. And I look forward to reading your comments, and uh, much appreciated all the likes and all the views I've gotten so far. Um, Everything's going great so far. So yeah, some people have reached out, and I'm loving it. So I will see you on the next video.